Okay. You are back, right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So here, string class provides a return type method caret of int index.
Sorry, but are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Thank you.
So a string class method inside this method is there. String class inside, you have a method, caret method. Which method? Caret method, which returns a character to you. What is the return type of this method? Character.
Yeah.
Char data type it returns. For this method, what do you need to give input? Index number. So the index number means you will have a string like this. String s equal to Java. Always first letter will be in the 0 index. Always. Fixed that one. Okay. Second letter in the 1 index. Third in the 2 index. Fourth in the 3rd index. That's how you can give string s equal to Java. So now anytime s string dot caret of 2, if you call now 2 means what character you are getting from this string?
V
will store here. Now same way it is applies here. SCOBJ dot next method is a string, right? String, that entire part. From that string, you are fetching first character from this. So this returns a operator value. So operator is a type already character, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are storing the whatever the value you are getting from here, that you are storing in the operator value. That is either plus, minus, this one. So this entire thing you are getting here, whatever you are entering plus, for example, you are entering plus, right? You are entering a plus, this portion. For example, you entered a plus in the string format, okay? So from this zero characters means this is the 0 index, right? This is the 0 index. So the 0 index means plus you will get here. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
For example, or you entered minus, okay, from the keyboard. Then the first character only, this one only. Then minus will come here. For example, you entered multiplication, okay? Then the first character in this string, this one only, and that will come here. Okay? So this is the caret method. From this string, it will fetch the first, only one character one, but it's in the string format. When you enter in the keyboard, that will be in the string format. But from the string, what do you need to get? This character. That character, how you are getting? With a caret method. And you are giving index number. This is the only one character in this string. So that character you are fetching and storing in this variable. Is this clear?
Yes.
So that's what we are doing here. How to get the data from a character, from string to character. So then you got the D1 values and D2 value you have given, and the operator value also you got. All three values you want. First you got them. Because please understand this entire process. While running time, you are giving these values, D1 value, D2 value, and operator values. While running your program, right? That time you are giving these values. Now, double output equal to 0.0. I'm declaring another local variable. Because I need to store output, right? After calculation. That I'm storing in this variable. Switch operator. If the operator is a, what are the operators? Plus, minus, whatever it is. So case, so plus one. So this is the character. That's why I'm writing a single quotes. So D1 plus D2, that output I'm storing in the output variable. Then break it. Then case minus, if the character is this operator is, if it is a minus, and it will calculate this and stores here output. Break case multiplication, output equal to D1 multiplied by D2. So it will store here. Case forward slash output equal to D1 divided by D2. So it will store here default block. So if all these are not there, and I am saying invalid operator, maybe operator you have given wrong other than this. So you have given invalid operator. Then print the output. System dot out. So the switch statement is ending here. End of switch. So where the switch starts? Switch starts here. See, it is highlighting. It's how you can track. Okay, this pair of bracket ending where? You can track it like that. See the box. When I put a cursor here and then 119 line, where it is ending?
Line 132.
Line 132. So it's in the box. That's a pair of brackets. So this one, if I put a cursor here, it is highlighting the method. See this one. So that's how we can track. So you placed all the brackets are not, you can check easily. See now this one is here. And this one is for class ending. This is all class ending. Last one, class ending. This is the main method ending. Okay. So this is how you can easily track. So now you call one by one methods. Next, which method we need to call? This one, right? If else table. So static void without parameters. How you can call directly, right? Directly can.
So I'm just wondering, did you just pick the switch method because of demonstration, or can you even use if statements if you wanted, or if else? Sorry, if else if.
If
In the
else
previous
is already
example,
shown, right? BMI.
But I was just wondering, this is just because of demonstration, or did you like pick out
Yes.
because switch is a better appropriate scenario to use in the calculator?
Yeah, for a switch is a better appropriate. I use this. Even you can use BMI also for this. You can write in the switch case also. BMI. You can write like this also. But this one is a better approach. That's why I took this. See, directly static method I am calling. Next. So we need to, if you want, you can execute this. See, all the using logical AND operator. So I'm inside if block, a value printed using logical AND operator. So I'm inside else block, C value is printed. And so next method you call that. What is the other method? BMI one, right? So calling return type static method. So what is the formula you know already? Answer is, I'm writing answer. So data type, variable name equal to return type, static method. So data type is a double, right? Double BMI val equal to and get BMI. So you have to give values. So you can give weight, right? Weight I'm giving is 70 kgs and I can give 1.4. Okay. And you can print the value. So SYSO EMI value is see 70 and this 35.5. You are clinically obese. Your BMI value is this one. Okay. That's how we can calculate. So this is how you can give values. Next, a calculator. Last one, call the calculator. Calculator program. Just calling directly. So now you see this, it will ask you while running the program, your values. So D1 value, D2 value, and operator, it will ask you. See, you have written here, enter D1 value, enter D2 value. If you enter this one, it will ask you again D2. If you enter this, it will ask you this one. So let's see, run this. Run as Java application. Can you see this still running? How do you know it is your program is running mode? See this. This is the one running mode. Okay. Red mark. See, it is asking until you enter this value, it won't move. Enter D1 value. Enter D2 value. Enter operator value. See, you got this 5.5. I entered plus. That's why plus operation it did. You got this one. Okay. So now it is not in red color. Why? Your program execution is done. It went to this case block and executed and exited, and this statement is executed. That's what the statement last is showing. D1 value 5.5 and a space and operator. What is the operator you entered? Plus. C plus is showing. Then D2 value 2.4. Then equal to. So output. This is the output. So this is how you framed this print statement. All with the plus operator, you are joining your variables. Right? So this is the how you can develop. And you write same method with integers. Okay. So write with the integers. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah, these are all conditional statements. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Any questions before going for the further? So we can
No.
practice few more operators, increment and decrement operators I want to explain. Let's go and see the increment and decrement operators. Here I have given a lot of examples. Please go through this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The increment and decrement operators. We have seen mathematical operators, plus, so minus, so all those things. And what are these increment and decrement operators? So increment and decrement operators are basically a special type of operators. So the plus operator is called increment operator. It will add 1 to the current value of an integer or character. And minus will subtract 1 from the current value. Your variable value, suppose your variable value is 10. If you do int a equal to 10, you have done a plus if you do, then a value will increment by 1. That means how much it will become? First initial a value is 10. Now you do a plus if you do, what is the a value now?
11.
After doing a plus
11.
11. Because it so current value 10 plus means plus 1 will increment current value. It will add 1 to the current value. Then that's the final a value. A value is become 11 after a plus. So if you do a minus, then what is the output?
Are you doing this after changing it to 11, or are we taking the previous?
After changing, okay,
whatever. That goes back to 10.
10. Again, it goes back to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Or you do 10 minus 1, for example, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not doing plus operator, but directly you're doing minus.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will become 9. Because it will reduce 1. That you need to remember, okay? So minus will subtract 1 from the current value. Whatever the current value is there, from that it will reduce. Plus means it will increment 1 from the current value. So these are the two basic core concepts, if you remember, and it's going to be very easy for you. So this operators doesn't work on doubles, booleans, and strings. Okay? You should not use this plus minus on these type of data. Only which data you can do? Only on integers and characters. So I told you character will be participated. So in the mathematical operators, that ASCII code will come, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the actual character. The character inside a number will come and participate. So let's go and do the quickly this increment and decrement operators, a quick demo. And then we'll go for the loops. And also one more is there. I will explain that. Let me take this and then we can do. Let me explain here. So there is two forms are there. Increment and decrement, two forms are there. One is a pre-increment and post-increment. Pre-increment means plus and the variable name. Okay. Post-increment means variable then plus. Both will increment the value. But when it will increment is, that's a matter. Pre-increment means first itself will increment. Okay. Post increment means after this number participate in the calculation, then it will increment. But in the pre-increment, first increments, the incremented value will participate in the calculation in your expression. So with this change will come only in the expressions. When you are writing in the expressions, that time, if you do a pre-increment, increment will happen. That incremented value will participate in the calculation. But post-increment, only variable value will participate in the expression calculations. After that expression is over, then it will increment. Clear on these two? Pre and post.
Yes, I'll just see an example. I'll get a better understanding.
Okay. So let me show you here. So this is the expression, right? So now what will happen? A value 5. But 5 won't participate here. 5 plus 1 pre, right? Pre-increment. Increments. A value increments. That means what is the value here? A value.
6.
6 will go and participate with this 10. Then you will get a B value how much?
16.
Now what is the A value now?
6.
6. That's what I'm telling here. The pre-increment means.
Mm-hmm.
See, it is not participating 5 in this calculation. No. The incremented value you are getting here. A value becomes 6 here. That 6 is participating here. But if you see here, A equal to 5. 10 plus A plus plus. What is happening here? It won't increment A value. First A value will participate. It become 10 plus, this whole pot is 5, and 10 plus 5, 15. 15 will store here. This is over, right? This expression is over. Now A value will increment to 6. Is this clear with these examples?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the difference between pre-increment and post-increment. Same for, so the decrement also, pre-decrement and post-decrement. Basically, both will reduce one, but the way that is used in the expressions is matter. If you're using alone, it doesn't matter. If you're not using any expression, there is no problem at all for you. But if you're using in the expression only, bigger problem. There you will get, many people will get confused. Okay? Whether to increment or not to increment the value. So please be careful on that. You will get a lot of interview questions on this area. Okay. Now, so let's go and see these variables. Increment and decrement values. See this. So int n number equal to 10. So number value before pre-increment. I'm printing the value. Okay, this number value. Now int output equal to 20 plus number. Now can you tell me what is the output value here?
It's 31.
31. Exactly. So output value is after pre-increment and number value after pre-increment. So this one. Now post-increment, okay? Let's see the post-increment. Int A equal to 5 and I'm printing before post-increment A value. Int B equal to 15 plus A plus plus. Now see, can you tell me what is the B value here?
It is 20.
20. That's it. Now, can you tell me what is the A value here?
6.
6. That's it. That's it. Other than that, nothing. Pre-decrement. Int x equal to 15 and the pre-decrement x value 15 and int y equal to 10 plus minus x. Now what is the y value?
24.
44?
24.
24. Yeah, right. You're right. So here it will become a 14. 14 plus 10, 24. That's it. And what is the x value?
14.
14. That's it. So post decrement. So now what is the j value?
12.
12. Excellent. That's it. Okay.
Mhm.
So now what is the I value?
1.
1. That's it. It will reduce after this calculation. Okay. That's a post means post calculation after it will decrement. That's a post. Okay.
Mhm.
So in the expressions only this matters. If you use it independently, obviously it reduces. Okay.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong. Only in the expressions you have to be very careful. Other than that, nothing. Okay. So please practice this also and take your own examples and do one pre-increment and post-increment, pre-decrement and post-decrement. Okay. One more example you take and send me that also.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's the output and let's move on to the loops. So loops are, so like, iterators or loops we call them. We have seen conditional operators. Now let's see loops. So loops are used in programming to repeat a particular block of code until certain condition is met false. If your condition is true, still the same block will execute. If your condition is true, same block will execute. It will keep repeating the same block. So if the condition false only, it will exit. Otherwise, it won't exit. That's the loops or iterators we call them. So the while loop, do while loop, while, do while, for loop, for each loop. We have 4 loops we have. So the while loop is, so which allows a code to be executed repeatedly until a condition is satisfied. If the number of iterations is not fixed, if the number of iterations is not fixed, it is recommended to use a while loop. You don't know number of iterations, but you know only condition, then go for while loop. So it is also known as an entry control loop. First, it will check the condition. That's an entry control loop we call this. Entry control loop we call this. So basically, your initialization will be there. Then while, condition, and curly bracket, the body of the loop, curly bracket close. So the condition will be how it will be evaluated. If the condition is returns true, then cursor will enter into the body and the body will execute. In the body of the loop, the statements contain an update value of your variable that being processed for the next iteration. If the variable value increments or decrements, the value will change, right? Again, you have to evaluate the condition with a new value. If this value is returning true, again, it will come to the block. The block will execute. Again, new updated value you will get. So like that, it will keep iterating. So until this condition met false. If the condition anytime, any point of time condition returns false, then the loop will terminate. So that's the end of its life cycle. initialization semicolon while condition. So curly bracket, logical statements, increment or decrement. So you will initialize your variable value. So you want to start from where? You have to tell very clearly here. So initialization means, okay, you want to start with a 0 or 1, or you want to start with 100, or so that's the initialization. You are initializing your variable value. Then condition, you have to use either less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Then you write your logic. Then you have to use increment or decrement operators. So this is the confusing, right? When to use the decrement, when to use increment, in the condition, when to use less than or greater than, how do you know? So I'll give a simple tip, very easy to remember. So for example, your initialization value is a very small value, suppose 0 or 1. And you want to check the condition till max value. That means ascending order. That time you use less than or equal to in the condition place. That means this variable name less than or equal to the max value. You have max value, right? Somewhere max. If you use a less than here, and then here the increment operator use. I'm getting, so increment operator, it will increment your variable value. Whatever first you initialized, that value won't be there when this executes. The value will increment. Once it is incremented, again cursor will go to condition place. With a new value, it will check the condition again. If condition is true, it will come inside. Then this statement also will execute. Again, you will get a new value again. Again, you check the condition. So again comes inside. If the condition is true, comes inside. And again execute the incrementation. Again, it will go. Then when you will use a greater than or equal to and decrement, when you initialize it with a max value, and here you are using a less value, that means descending order. Descending order means, you know, right, upper value to lower value. That time you use a greater than symbol in the condition place. Then you decrement the value, because you main started with a bigger value. You want to go to till lowest value. How you can go? If you reduce 1 by 1, right? That time you have to use a decrement value. When you are using a increment, when you initialize it with the lowest value, you want to go to max value. How you can go to max value? 0 to 10, for example. How you can go to max 10 value? You started with your variable value 1. How you can reach 10? By incrementing 1 by 1, right? That's ascending order. So ascending order means use less than or equal to in the condition. In the body, use a decrement, this increment operator. Is this clear? Are you clear on these tips?
Yes, it makes sense, the concept.
Yeah. So that's the very easy to remember, so that you won't make mistakes here. In the condition, I have to use a less than, a greater than. People will confuse sometime. If you know that logic, and easy to develop that. Okay. See this is the, so code outside the loop. First, you will check the condition. If the condition is true, then code inside the loop will execute. And then again, so you will get updated value right here. Again, the cursor will automatically will go to condition place. And then check the condition again with a new updated value. If the condition is true, again, always this is the flow diagram. If the condition is true, always this flow. If condition is false, it will exit the loop. If you understand these, diagrams, it's very easy to execute the code. Okay, that's the flow diagrams. Let's see here, printing from 1 to 10. Is ascending order or descending order?
Ascending.
Ascending. So your initialization is 1. While I less than or equal to 10. See, the max value is 10. Here, this one I have written. So this variable I used, I. So it's ascending order, so I have to use a less than symbol. That means I value should be less than or equal to 10. You iterate, you're telling. And then I'm printing the I value and I'm incrementing the I value. See how step-by-step iteration I have written. See that. First. So I value 1, right? I value 1. So I'm checking the condition first. See, you write like this so that you will understand all the iterations. I less than or equal to 10, true. So true means it comes inside the loop. So print statement will execute. I value will print. What is the I value currently? 1. 1 will print. Then comma will print. Now this statement is done. Where it will go? Next statement, I plus plus. So what is mean by I plus plus? I plus 1. That's the meaning of I plus plus. I plus plus is nothing but I equal to I plus 1. So what is the meaning of I plus 1? So I plus 1, what is the meaning of that? I equal to I plus 1. Now what is the I value currently here?
1.
1 plus 1. That's what I did here. So what is the I value you got now? 2. So once this is done, so now I value is not 1 now. What is I value now? 2. Now check the condition. Cursor will come here. So this part will execute. 2 less than or equal to 10, true. So once the condition is true, immediately what will happen? It will come inside the body. That's the points you need to remember. Condition is true, jump into the body. So 2 will print, comma will print. Now I value will increment to, now current I value 2, 2 plus 1, 3. So now it will go to again condition 3 less than or equal to 10, true. Come inside, 3 will print, comma will print. Then 3 plus 1, 4. 4 less than or equal to 10, true. Comes inside, 4 will print, comma will print. And 4 plus 1, 5. So 5 less than or equal to 10, true. And so it will come inside 5 and comma will print. And 5 plus 1, 6. 6 less than or equal to 10, true. And 6, comma will print. And 6 plus 1, 7. 7 less than or equal to 10, true. And comes inside 7 will print, comma will print. And again 7 plus 1, 8. So 8 less than or equal to 10, true. And so comes inside 8 will print, comma will print. So now 8 plus 1, 9. 9 less than or equal to 10, true. And 9 will print, comma will print. So 9 plus 1, 10. So 10 equal to 10. 10 less than or equal to 10, false. But 10 equal to 10, true. So then 10 will print, comma will print. So 10 plus 1, 11. So 11 less than or equal to 10 now. What will happen now?
It's false condition now.
False. Then will it come inside the body?
No.
No. So it won't print. 11 won't print. Till 10 only it will print. That's what you're saying. I value till 10 only print. It will print 10 only. So that's it. And you do 10 to 1. Okay. So print the values from 10 to 1. These two programs